It was just after midnight when the first boots hit Iranian soil. Hundreds of elite rangers from the 75th Ranger Regiment dropped from the sky into the outskirts of Tehran, launching one of the most audacious raids of the entire conflict. Their target, Sarallah Headquarters, the fortified nerve center of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. In a single, violent night, the Rangers shattered the heart of Iran's military command, captured senior leaders, seized critical intelligence, and left the facility burning. This was not a symbolic strike. This was the Rangers going straight for the throat. The decision to hit Sarallah came after weeks of relentless intelligence work. The headquarters was the central brain directing IRGC operations across the region, missile launches, drone attacks, and supply movements toward the south. From inside its walls, top commanders were planning the next wave of aggression. U.S. Central Command made the call. The time had come to cut off the head. The 75th Ranger Regiment was chosen for the job. These are the Army's premier raid force, trained to seize objectives fast, hold them against heavy resistance, and dominate the night. This mission would test them like never before, a battalion-sized assault deep inside the Iranian capital. Preparation at the forward base was intense. Under bright floodlights, Rangers loaded into C-17 Globemaster aircraft. Loadmasters shouted directions as forklifts pushed pallets of ammunition, medical supplies, demolitions, and communications gear into the massive cargo bays. Paratroopers rigged their parachutes with care, checked their weapons, and stowed heavy rucksacks filled with extra magazines, grenades, night vision goggles, and breaching tools. The mood was quiet and focused. No unnecessary talk. Everyone knew the stakes. As the C-17s taxied down the runway and lifted into the night sky, the formation climbed high before descending to low-level flight. Inside the aircraft, Rangers sat in silence, mentally walking through every phase of the assault. Jump masters moved down the lines, checking static lines and equipment one final time. The flight was long and tense. Every Ranger understood that once they jumped, they would be deep in enemy territory with no easy way out. When the C-17s reached the drop zone on the outskirts of Tehran, green lights flashed. Jump masters gave the commands, stand up, hook up, check equipment. One by one, the Rangers stepped into the wind. Hundreds of parachutes bloomed open against the black sky as the 75th Ranger Regiment dropped straight into the capital of Iran. The moment they hit the ground, the operation became real. Rangers quickly gathered their equipment, formed into assault elements, and began moving toward the objective. Sarallah Headquarters was a sprawling, heavily guarded complex protected by multiple layers of security, elite Quds Force units, and advanced surveillance systems. The Rangers had studied every detail: guard rotations, camera placements, response times, and escape routes. The assault began with shocking speed. Ranger teams breached the outer perimeter using suppressed weapons and quiet breaching charges. They moved like a well-oiled machine, clearing buildings and neutralizing security forces with precision. When alarms finally sounded, it was already too late. The Rangers were inside the complex. The main fight erupted around the Central Command building. Guards poured out, but the Rangers were ready. Intense close quarters combat raged through hallways and stairwells. Rangers used flashbangs, suppressed rifles, and grenades to clear room after room. The sound of gunfire echoed through the night as the Rangers pushed deeper into the heart of the headquarters. Meanwhile, other Ranger elements secured the perimeter and blocked reinforcement routes. When large quick reaction forces tried to reach the site, Rangers engaged them with machine guns and mortars from prepared positions. Overhead, F-22 Raptors and Reaper drones provided critical surveillance and precision strikes on approaching enemy columns, stopping them cold. Inside the main command center, Ranger assault teams reached the operations rooms. They captured several high-ranking IRGC commanders alive, including senior officers responsible for operations in the south. Hard drives, encrypted laptops, maps, and operational plans were seized in large quantities. Demolition teams planted charges on critical communications equipment, servers, and command consoles. The destruction phase was methodical and devastating. Controlled explosions ripped through the headquarters, collapsing key sections and destroying the command infrastructure. The once proud symbol of IRGC power was left burning and broken. The entire ground operation lasted 58 minutes. All objectives were achieved. High-value targets were captured. Critical intelligence was recovered. The headquarters was left in ruins. All U.S. forces extracted safely via waiting helicopters. No American casualties were reported. This raid has delivered a catastrophic blow to the IRGC's command structure. Losing Sarallah Headquarters means Iran has lost its central nervous system for coordinating operations in the south. The captured commanders and intelligence will provide invaluable information for weeks and months to come. Global reaction has been swift. Energy markets have stabilized. Shipping companies have expressed renewed confidence. Several nations have quietly welcomed the operation as a necessary step to protect international trade routes. For the Iranian regime, this is a humiliating and strategic disaster. Their most important military headquarters, located in the heart of their capital, was assaulted and destroyed in a single night. The IRGC's aura of invincibility has been shattered. The Rangers who carried out this mission returned quietly to base. No loud celebrations, just the quiet pride of elite warriors who had executed a near-impossible operation with perfection. This mission represents the very best of American special operations. The 75th Ranger Regiment once again proved why they are the tip of the spear for the United States military. Their ability to seize and hold objectives against heavy resistance in enemy territory is unmatched. The message to Iran and the world is unmistakable. The United States will not allow threats to global security to grow unchecked. When American Rangers decide to act, they act with speed, violence of action, and overwhelming effect. The headquarters near Tehran now lies silent and broken. Command chains have been severed. Military movements have been disrupted. And the region feels a little safer tonight because of what these Rangers accomplished in the darkness. The night belonged to the 75th Ranger Regiment. Their courage, skill, and determination have changed the battlefield. The operation is complete. The objective is secured. And the United States has once again shown the world what true special operations excellence looks like. The Rangers have written another proud chapter in their long and distinguished history. They went into the lion's den and walked out victorious. That is what Rangers do. The mission is done. The objective is secured. And America's elite forces remain ready, always watching, always prepared to defend freedom and stability whenever it is challenged. This operation will be studied for years to come as a textbook example of modern special operations. The Rangers demonstrated the ability to strike deep, fast, and hard in the heart of enemy territory. Their success has not only degraded Iran's command capabilities, but also sent a powerful message that no target is beyond reach when America decides to act. The region breathes a little easier tonight. The mission is complete. The threat has been reduced. And the United States has once again proven that its forces can reach anywhere, strike with precision, and return home having accomplished the mission. The 7th Fleet and U.S. Special Operations Forces remain on station, ready for whatever comes next. The region is safer tonight because the United States chose strength, skill, and decisive action when it mattered most.